Checked.
Hey guys, I just wanted to get this out really quickly because we never got around to it. You may notice we are in Paladin of the Sky right now. I just wanted to show you the alternate post-game ending. So we're going to go through this weird battle in Hell on Earth one more time, and then I'll see what's different.
Reincarnate Rin to select 67. Use the dragons to select.
Yeah! Aura Master!
Ross casts a perfect Aura Master, dealing 870. Select 59. Use the select.
Yeah! Aura Master!
Ross casts a perfect Aura Master, dealing 803 damage. Select 51%. Use the select.
Yeah! Aura Master!
Ross casts a perfect Aura Master. Select 43%. Use the select.
Yeah! Aura Master!
Ross casts a perfect Aura Master, dealing 790 damage. Select 35%. Use the select.
Yeah! Aura Master!
Ross casts a perfect Aura Master, dealing 787 damage. Select 27. Use the select.
Yeah! Aura Master!
Ross casts a perfect Aura Master, dealing 903 damage. Select 18%. Use the select.
Yeah! Aura Master!
Ross casts a perfect Aura Master, dealing 765 damage. Reincarnate Rin. Select 10%. Use the select.
Yeah! Aura Master!
Ross casts a perfect Aura Master, dealing 850 damage. Reincarnate Rin. Select 2%. Use the select.
Yeah! Aura Master!
Ross casts a perfect Aura Master, dealing 801 damage. Reincarnate Rin defeated. Ross has gained 100,000 experience points. Stella has increased to level 79. Strength. Ross has received 150,000 coins. Blood has been shed. Mindina roared. My vessel has failed. Her skin began to melt. It changed before our very eyes. Or was it changing? No, for Rindina was still whole and untouched. The terrifying vision I saw was something leaving her body, not a transformation. Mortals, the ghostly demonic form said, you have released me into the world of the for this things must I give you a choice. Curse that you will be sent back to whatever dark trench you brave words. Yes, can you back them with actions? Take the first shot. Select the active Stella, Simon, Shauna. Mindima Demon has challenged you to a battle. 5,100 of 5,100%. Use the drag select to cancel murder on demand.
Yeah!
Shauna casts a failed murder on demand. 96 for 5,032. Use select can murder on.
Yeah! Murder on demand!
Shauna casts a perfect murder on demand, dealing 546 damage. Minden select 91%. Folder view. Cheat engine 50. Secure desktop.
Come on, let's slow this down.
Cheat engine
Just for the heck
7.5.
of it.
List. Files. At clear open process list. List 0000263C Windows input 00001A00 program map 00019C8 ops 30 00000C8C twins cake V 00000 BDC cheat engine 7 00000 BDC cheat engine 0000514 Paladin of tab open button pressed cheat engine for met at right exit cop fat edit a lot pause act com edit com not loop enables list enables speak checked apply but edit selected 1 point blank apply but pressed. Use the dragon strikes. Select the dragon's murder on the.
Yeah! Murder on demand!
Shauna casts a perfect murder on demand, dealing 625 damage. Mindina Demon select 84%. 4,008. Use it. Select can't murder.
Yeah! Murder on demand!
Shauna Catman select 78%. Use it. Select can't murder.
Yeah! Murder on demand.
Shauna casts a perfect murder on demand. Min select 72%. 4,700. Use select can't murder on.
Yeah! Murder on demand.
Shauna casts a perfect murder on demand, dealing 686 damage. Min select 65%. Use select can't murder.
Yeah!
Sorry for Night Manager in the background.
Shauna casts a decent murder on demand, dealing 539. Min select 60%. 4,005. Use it select can't murder on.
Yeah! Murder on demand.
Shauna casts a perfect murder. Min select 53%. 4,005. Use it select can't murder.
Yeah! Murder on demand.
Shauna casts a perfect murder on demand, dealing 723 damage. Min select 46%. 4,400. Use it select can't murder on demand.
Yeah! Murder on demand.
Shauna casts a min select 40%. Use select can't murder on.
Yeah! Murder on demand.
Shauna casts a perfect murder on the min. Select 34%. 4,200. Use it. Select can't murder.
Okay, my health is alright.
Murder on demand.
Shauna cast min. Select 27%. Use it. Select can't murder.
Yeah. Murder on demand.
Shauna cast min. Select 21%. Use it. Select can't murder.
Yeah. Murder on demand.
Shauna min. Select 14%. Use select can't murder.
Yeah.
That looks interesting. Healing herbs are growing in abundance on these rocks. I can put them together.
Murder on demand.
Shauna min. Select 8%. Use it. Select can't murder on.
Yeah. Murder on demand.
Shauna cast min. Minute. Select 3%. 3,009. Use it. Select the can't murder on.
Yeah.
1,260
Murder on demand.
Shauna casts a perfect murder on demand, dealing 637 damage. Cheat engine enable speed, not checked.
Alright, I think we're done with the speed hack for now, so let's do this. And just a quick note before I hit this button. The reason we started in the middle of this is because I was going through this battle and then I'm like, hey Genius, you may want to record this. And I just jumped in and hit the record button spur of the moment.
Mindana demon defeated. Roz has received 100,000 experience points. Roz has received 100,000 coins. Kelly has received 100,000 experience points. Kelly has received 100,000 coins. Cecil has received 100,000. Cecil has received 100. Gabriel has Shauna has Simon has Stella has received 100,000 experience points. Stella has increased to level 84. Strength. Stella has received 100,000 coins. The demon evaporated, I shall say for lack of a better phrase, into nothingness. There was no sign it had ever been there. It was just the 8 of us. All of my group, plus the quivering form of Rinzina. She was not dead. I had thought she was, at first, but she was most certainly alive. She sat on the ground, as if in shock. So, is demon possession why you did the things you did? Our old friend, Simon, asked. No, Rinzina replied shakily. All my transgressions against mankind and halfling kind were done of my own choice, my own free will. The demon only took possession of my body after death. Paladin's ruins has become a central point for many of the dead. It's a relatively secluded area of this nearly empty planet. Only a few people have attempted to uncover the secrets of the craft, and none of them ever got nearly as far as you in investigating this ruin. Then, why did you do the things you did? Simon Shevern asked. Why can't you merely believe it was my greed for power? She asked. Oh, I do believe that, of course I do, the old man said. But you didn't act like an average power-hungry fool. You sounded, well, I suppose it is difficult to explain. You sounded as if something in your past made you what you are today. I mean, I suppose everyone has become who they are because of their past, but you seem as if there's something big, something dark in your past. Very interesting, she said simply. Am I wrong? Shevern asked. No, Rinzina replied. I've kept my true reasons behind locked doors in the vaults of my minds. As a defense mechanism, my mind hid the past, even from me. The mind's a funny thing like that. But now I remember everything. When I was 40 years old, I met a man named Timothy. He was a true gentleman. I fell in love, the first time in my entire life as it happens. Being 40, you would think I would have been in a relationship before, but in my case, you would be wrong. I had no idea this lovely man was actually a dragon, not until he told me on our 4th date. Although shocked, I still loved him and our relationship continued. We had a little girl. She was so beautiful. We named her after my mom, Helen. When the war started when Helen was 16, I decided we should flee. When I told this to Helen's father, he got very angry. This was a common happening. Dragons do not understand the need to flee to protect, only to fight to protect. He was blinded with rage and he threatened to kill me. I told him to do it then, if he was so inclined to. He began to attack, but Helen jumped between us. She took the blow in my place. She lay on the ground, still alive, but only just. Her father looked down in horror. He fell to his knees and kissed our daughter's head. No, don't leave us, he sobbed. Daddy didn't mean it, Daddy's sorry. It was the first time he had ever used a pet name like Mommy or Daddy. He said they made one seem weak. He looked up at me, regret filling his eyes. When he spoke, the words were nearly masked completely by hiccuping and tears. If she dies, I will go out to the war grounds, and I shall not fight back when they do to me what they should have done years ago. I knew I was just as guilty as him, Rinzina continued. I shouldn't have been so proud as to taunt a species where rage is a defining characteristic. I had learned some magic from various folks around the land. I used the magic best I could to heal the wound, but my efforts were futile. The wound was fatal. Helen's father did just what he said he would do, I presume. I don't know for sure. I locked myself up in my room for many weeks. Eventually, I had to come out though. My body knew this, my mind knew this. So it hid the horrible tragedy away. I joined the halfling elimination program and was very active. My memories of the last years dreadfully altered to think a halfling had done something horrible to me. But now I've got that off my chest, I hear them calling to me. The spirits of the dead call to me. Goodbye all, I hope you discovered everything you wanted to. She walked through the rear wall, and we never saw her again. I turned to the group, and froze. Kelly stood, mouth open in apparent horror. What is it, Kelly? I asked. My birth name is not Kelly, she rasped. It's Helen. Ross, a voice yelled suddenly. I jerked and yelled with surprise. Sorry, Stella, I must have dozed off or something, I said. That is part of entering heaven. You get to glimpse the life you would have had if you had survived, she explained. It was grand, I said, my mind in ecstasy. I traveled to the ruins of Paladin, and Shevern was alive. Does this mean, if I had not been so stupid as to chase Pierre, Shevern would still be here? Yes, it does, Stella said grimly. Hindsight is a horrible thing. And Kelly, what's the significance of her birth name? I queried curiously. Helen, or as you know her, Kelly, was a halfling too, you know, Stella explained. Yeah, of course, I said, not understanding her meaning. She had powers, too, Stella continued. The wound was severe, yes, but she was only unconscious, in a state of magical revival, not death. Sometimes we see what we expect, not what is really there. Then how come she didn't remember any of this, when she remembered her other horrors so vividly, I asked. The same thing that happened with her mother, obviously. The apple never falls too far from the tree, you know. I see, I said, mind blurring with the implications. I had no idea the human brain, or halfling brain, was so flawed. Call it what you like, but I'm not certain flawed is the appropriate one, Stella said softly. Come on now, let's move forward, toward the golden gates. I am a little nervous, I said, voice quavering. Don't be nervous, come on, St. Peter is waiting, Stella said. Right, I said. I just wish, I trailed off. What do you wish? Stella asked. Well, it's just, I wish some of the people I met who probably aren't coming here could come, I said. Jason summoned the dead, suppose he's a write-off. Mindina basically suicide bombed my group, suppose she's not making it here. But it isn't fair. You know, heaven is a very nice place, Stella said. You just might get your wish.
in the dark forest.
I entered heaven. It wasn't difficult, St. Peter remembered me. I didn't have to prove my worthiness or anything of that nature. I walked in, my heart beating quickly. I didn't know you had a heart in the afterlife, but I suppose that's irrelevant. I was shown to my own house, very near Stella's house. Inside, there was someone waiting for me. Hello, Ross. Select Radva save game. Saving game. Please with select exit. War yes.
Okay, that's cruel.
Pain dragging. Folder view list.
That's as good as a cliffhanger.
Obs 30. Start. Stop recording check.
But that is the alternate ending. I hadn't seen it before. That is very, very awesome. In the non-emotionally damaging, but kind of what the heck kind of way. I think we've had enough emotional damage for like an eternity. But yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and post this, and I will see you folks on Sunday, hopefully.
Start. Stop recording checkbox checked.